State Governor Nyesom Wike has tackled the federal government on Executive Order 10, challenging its legality. Executive Order 6 to enforce financial autonomy for both the judicial and legislative arm of government, in addition to having a provision that grants power to the Accountant General of the Federation, AGF, to deduct from the allocations due to a state from the federation accounts any sums appropriated for the legislature or judiciary which the state fails to release to the two arms of government. Governor Wike made known his opposition on Monday at a dinner organized in Government House for members of the Nigerian Bar Association (NBA) who are holding their 61st annual General Conference in Port Harcourt, according to Channels TV. The governor said the action of the federal government to recommend uniform terms and conditions for the administration of the judicial arm of government in a federal system of government prejudices the powers of the federating states to manage its affairs. Wike said, "I will not sign any law that dictates. I was not appointed, I was elected by the people of the state, and by law I am the only one that can present the budget to legislators. Nobody can force me on how my state would operate." The governor insisted that Rivers would not enact a bill for financial autonomy of the judiciary, arguing that nobody could dictate a dictate to him how to run the state, adding that it would be a waste of time to bother the House of Assembly with such a bill, since the 1999 Constitution as amended already recognizes the legal and financial independence of the judiciary. He said that his administration has been implementing that provision in the Constitution religiously. Wike said the funds he releases for the concurrent expenditure of the judiciary in Rivers State and his intervention in capital projects are far beyond the allocation which is recommended in the federal government's Executive Order 10, which was signed by President Muhammadu Buhari in May 2020 to grant financial autonomy to the judiciary across the 36 states of the Federation. Governor Wike also warned against the deduction of Rivers State funds from source for the judiciary as recommended in the Executive Order 10, stating that he will not sign the recommendations despite the pressure from the Chief Judge of Rivers State, Justice Simon Amadi. Recall that President Muhammadu Buhari in May 2020 signed into law Executive Order number 10 of 2020, cited as the implementation of financial autonomy for state legislature and judiciary order 2020. However, the 36 state government who queried the legality of the presidential order filed a lawsuit at the Supreme Court on September 2020. Recall that the federal government told the Supreme Court on October 5th, 2021 that it cannot continue to fund state courts as the Apex Court reserved judgment on a suit the 36 states of the Federation filed to nullify President Muhammadu Buhari's Executive Order 10, which granted financial autonomy to judiciary at the state level. Yeah, you can tilt to, you can tilt to Buhari's and the president's side, or you tilt to Wike's side. But at the end of the day, whichever way you find yourself, we always like to do things in the normal way. If we are doing things in the normal way, believe you me, Nigerians will not be roaming about, will not be experiencing unemployment here and there, will not be experiencing insecurity at the rate at which we are experiencing them if things are working well. So at the end of the day, wherever you want to pitch your tent, whether from the state, with the state government or the federal government, you begin to ask yourself, in all of this, well, what is my benefit in all of this? Because these guys are selfish. If you are not selfish, then how will all of these things benefit me? You just have to pieces it. You don't just say, oh, this and this and that. Like I said, either of them could be right because all of them are quoting law. The constitution says it. Then who is not lying? Because if things are supposed to be done according to law, according to what is being stipulated, I'm sure all this back and forth will not be there in the first place. But you as an individual, You need to ask yourself, in all of this, what, how will I benefit from this whole thing? You are nowhere. Anytime I just see them presenting budgets here and there, that is just a digression. When I just see them presenting budgets here and there, I will just be surprised. Me, concern me. I don't know whether they are budgeting for you, because shingba me I know they get. I don't gain anything. What can you say you gain, you benefit as a citizen? But they will just be telling you, you just have to be proud of the country. You just have to be proud of the country. Whether you are living, whether you are dying, whether you are eating, whether you are hungry, just be proud of the country. The ones that can be proud of the country, who are so happy, and they will be telling you, oh, the country has done enough for them. They are the politicians. Those who have served, those who are serving, and those who are still looking for how to serve the country, which they are not serving. They are going there to serve their pockets. So you begin to hear a lot of people talking here and there now. Oh yeah, Wike is right. Oh, Buhari is right. You will hear. That's why I always love to hear people's opinion. My opinion is my opinion. That is just the way I feel. Because even my own is I'm just digressing from all of those. So because at the end of the day, where does all these things lead us? You as a person, you as an average person on the streets, see our economy, see our exchange rate, see our this. They will tell you, they will blame this, they will blame that. Femi Adesina just came out and say, oh, the problem that Nigeria is facing today is as a result of the past administration. Do you understand that kind of a thing? Huh. Well, I not blame you. Try this with Obasanjo and eat your whatever. This person is like, oh, that he does not want to obey the government, or he does not want to obey the president, that there was no way he would have tried it under Obasanjo's regime. He has the power to run his state as he was given mandate by his people. Well, an illiterate talking. Your president didn't go to school, hence can be manipulated to sign every nonsense from his AGF in the name of federal government executive order. Wike is not a cow like your people. This statement reminds me of the former sports minister. Is it that long or whatever? Is his name? He's coming out to say, oh, that Buhari is being deceived. That whatever they tell him, that's what he does. If you don't know much, one thing about some people, they don't know much, but they will know that, oh, some things are not just right. They want to make an inquiry. Unless maybe you are part of the people, maybe just out of wickedness, you just want to take anything from anybody. But from the accounts of the former minister of sports saying that Buhari is being manipulated here and there, that whatever is being told, that is what he does, just like somebody is referring to Malami. And Buhari will tell you that you don't expect me to go against my attorney general. Okay, so giving autonomy to the local government is nonsense. Hatred for Buhari has dented some people's reasoning. So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this.